Hello and welcome to our channel. Welcome to another video. Today we are at the Rajbari Bawali, which is situated in Boj. It's about 1 hour and a half drive from Kolkata. Let me show you the courtyard from top. Look at these. This is the Rajbari Bawali. So we are almost ready to eat, and we have 4 thalis. I think there are a few more items to come.
Few more items still coming.
Few more items still coming, but we are almost like 70-80% already being served. So
Yeah.
start eating. Look at our background, how gorgeous this is, and we're going to do some food vlogging while eating this royal lunch, and hopefully that will also be equally magnificent. The final item of our menus are coming. This is the Pabda fish I was talking about. So that's the final item. Shorshe Pabda, or Pabda cooked in mustard oil and mustard marination. And we came today to visit this extraordinary Rajbari. It's a fantastic mansion, 18th century mansion located near Kolkata. Our plan is to have lunch here, and so we're not going to stay, but we want to explore this extraordinary architecture, which is a blend of ancient European architecture and Indian architecture. And so we'll look around and we'll have a tour, and we'll also enjoy extraordinary 4 different thalis here. So we ordered classic thali, a Rajbari fish thali, Zamindar Non-Veg thali, and Zamindar Veg thali. So we are going to try 4 different thalis, and that will be an extraordinary culinary journey here at Rajbari. Zamindar, they were the local rulers in colonial India, and even since Mughal. After independence, their wealth and properties and all those the rulers declined. So this is one of the example of those extraordinary Zamindar house that used to be a very big spot of wealth before independence. And so the decline happened for all the Zamindar houses, but this particular Rajbari or Zamindar Bari has been restored fantastic way, and now it's a luxury resort. As a welcome drink, we have been offered lemonade, and so this is freshly made lemonade. And today's weather is not that great. It's been raining since last night, but look at this extraordinary Rajbari Bawali. I'm just trying this Lebu jol, or it's like a homemade lemonade, and it's just fantastic. It's just so tasty, delicious. Wow, what an extraordinary architecture. And those pillars, they're very European architecture, isn't it? It's very, very European architecture. And so this blend of architecture is one of the fantastic thing you can come to this Rajbari Bawali to explore. Look at this corridor. This is just extraordinary. And I think this is one of the accommodation that you can book, and look at the bed and the decoration. This is just fantastic. Wow, this is just fantastic. What a beautiful architecture this is. I'm just walking through this long corridor, and there are a lot of sitting areas and sitting chairs, beautifully decorated and covered. and I am walking towards a massive mirror. Look at this architecture. This is a very, very blend architecture of European architecture and Indian architecture. Like on the ceiling we have these cross beams, we call them Koriborga, but the arches and the pillars, they're very, very European. And I think these are one of the rooms, and these are room numbers. So fantastic. It's been raining, and so it's not a really ideal scenario to walk in the garden, but because it's been raining heavily since last night. But I just wanted to come this side and explore what's on offer. Look at my background. This is a grandeur. Look at that water fountain in the middle of this pond, and it's a very, very ornamented garden and the pond. And this property, the Rajbari, is just looking magnificent. Wow, this is a very, very ornamented lake or pond. Look at these plants, fantastic. And that water fountain in the middle. This is just grandeur. This is an extraordinary property, a real estate, a Rajbari, that if you are visiting Kolkata, you must visit this place and have extraordinary Rajbari-like lunch. I like this combination of terracotta and white color, and the terracotta is the original color of the bricks. And look at these bricks, these are the definitely old, very, very old walls. Look at this courtyard. What a wonderful courtyard this is. It is a gigantic courtyard, and all around there is balcony and those pillars. Some pillars are completed with cover, cement cover I think, but there are a lot of bare bricks you can see. That's a fantastic addition to the ancient, or I would say the heritage nature of this building. Every corner of this property is very, very ornamented. I'm really loving this place. Vast, open courtyard is always a grandeur. Can you listen to this sound? It's an instrument, it's a blowing instrument called Shankh. When we arrived at the main gate, we were welcomed with this Shankh. The sound of Shankh is always fascinating. The ladies were welcoming the guests with sound of Shankh in their original sharis, and that was magnificent. And this is the reception area, and look at this mirror. This is just grand. What a fantastic decorative mirror this is. Let's go to upstairs, and hopefully from upstairs I'll be able to capture the courtyard much nicer way. Look at the view from the upstairs, the first floor. I just came up, and this is mainly for the resident who are actually staying in this hotel. For a few nights you can book, and I think the per night accommodation is about 10,000 Indian rupees. And look at the courtyard and all those pillars. This is fantastic. This is a rooftop cafe. Let's explore that. The stairs are quite wide and very, very well maintained, because this is nearly 400 years old property, and so maintenance is paramount here. It's very nicely renovated. This is fantastic. So let's go this side, and because I'll be able to capture the whole garden, water fountain, and probably some of the beautiful seating arrangements as well. And Ornima is standing below in the garden, so I came up like 3-storied on the rooftop, and also I'm visiting with my mom and dad. Wow, this wall is like relics and reminding us how originally this building looked like. Let's walk this whole length of the rooftop. And this is the cafe. I think it's closed at the moment. They're doing some renovation. Wow, what a wonderful setup this is. Wonderful property. So I'll just walk up to the corner and hopefully I'll be able to see the whole courtyard downstairs. Oh, so there is a badminton court. So this is a badminton court and there are lights as well, so you can play evening badmintons here. Let me show you the courtyard from top. Look at these. This is the Rajbari Bawali. So we actually came in through these entrance and we walked around and we're just sitting here in this corridor and for waiting for our lunch, and there are a lot of guests arriving as well. And look at this whole top view from the rooftop of the Rajbari Bawali. So I'm at the moment walking on the rooftop of the Rajbari Bawali, and what a fantastic real estate this is. And this side they have another pond, and this is a pretty spectacular village side, and it looks very different from hustle and bustle of Kolkata. But it's only like 23 kilometer, maybe 25 kilometer, 15 miles, and it's not a very long distance, but it took like 1.5 hours to drive. So now we're going to the lunch room where our extraordinary lunch will be served. Oh, there is another badminton court here, and look at this grandeur of this structure. Brilliant. So there are a lot of badminton playing facilities on rooftop near the dining hall. And look at this setup. This is actually another house within the complex, and from the actual courtyard and the Rajbari you need to walk like 2 minutes. And then we just arrived here. This is the dining hall and where our lunch will be served. These are traditional hand fans. So you hold this way and you blow. And these hand fans they used for decoration. And inside, so even if it's raining, it doesn't matter because the inside is just fantastic, ornamented, equally good, and food hopefully going to be magnificent. So finally we arrived for the main attraction, the lunch, the Rajbari's lunch, and I'm here with Arunima and my parents, and we ordered 4 different dishes because we wanted to include 4 different dishes, 4 different thalis in our video. So we ordered classic thali, and then Rajbari's fish thali, and then Zamindar Non-Veg thali and Zamindar Veg thali. We are not big eaters, so there will be a lot of leftovers. Probably we need to pack them and take away. But look at this background. This is a grand dining hall, and we're really already loving it. Even without the lunch, and the royal lunch will be extraordinary, a big compliment. So this is our dining hall where we're going to be served our extraordinary lunch. So I'll just walk through these arrangements. Look at these dining tables, beautifully decorated with flowers and beautiful cutleries and plates. I think these plates and glasses are made with brass, and that's a very traditional material. People used to have their all cutlery made, especially in Rajbari like this. Look at the water fountain. From that water fountain, we have this dining hall. Extraordinary. Look at our background, how gorgeous this is. And we're going to do some food vlogging while eating this royal lunch, and hopefully that will also be equally magnificent. Look at this mirror, how wonderful this is. The decoration on this mirror with glasses itself a genius artwork. Look at these little containers or little bowls. They're full of salt because when you start eating Bengali dishes, because we are in West Bengal, Bengali dishes, you must have salt, lemon or a piece of lime, and a chili, green chili, And I think, if I'm not wrong, this is ghee, clarified butter. So all these stops here are getting ready to serve all this to the dining tables. So guys, our extraordinary royal lunch has just started, and so we have been served our base thali. So let me show you that. So this is our base thali, and we have got 4 of them, and non-veg or veg special items will be served separately. So this is the thali. So we have got dal, I think it's called Shukto, and it's like a veg curry. Yeah, with bitter melon, and very nicely placed a bowl of rice, a little bit of salad here. I think it's cucumber and tomato, and then we have that's I explained. This is all cutlery plates and glasses are made with brass, and as I was telling that this is the lemon and lime slice and a green chili. It's a very, very authentic way of starting Bengali eating. And these are fried potatoes, very, very thinly sliced fries, crispy fries. And we have this aubergine fry. This is a piece of aubergine dipped in batter. And what's this? This is like a aloo posto. Yeah, it's a potato curry with poppy seed. And what's this? Bodi bhaja. Okay, right. So that's actually very, very good delicacy. It's very hard to explain, but I think I can explain that the bori is made with lentil. They get sun-dried and then you deep fry them and then they crushed it. So this is like bori bhaja or guru. So it's like dusted bori bhaja or fried boris. So just to explain the veg thali, we have the common all the ingredients with rice as same as other thalis, but the veg thali has got is a dhoka dalna. I think it's a dhoka dalna, right? It's a cauliflower curry. Dhoka is made with lentil again and then fried into small pieces before it made it curry. And this one is Paneer Paturi. So there's a piece of paneer marinated and then cooked in banana leaves. And for your this is the Zamindari Non-Veg Thali. And so basic thali is the same, but then you have Mutton Kasha or a mutton recipe, and then this is Kochu Pata Chingri. Okay, so this is a preparation of prawn, and with a very special kind of leaf. And I was explaining that this is ghee on hot rice, so steamed rice. So basically that's a tradition. Wow, this is fantastic. For the classic thali, you have this is Kochu Pata Chingri. I keep forgetting Kochu Pata Chingri. So Kochu Pata means kochu leaves. It's a special kind of leaf, and they cooked the prawns in that. And this is chicken Dak Bungalow. So it's a chicken recipe, and these are all very authentic Zamindar house recipes or items they used to have almost every day. And what's this? Fish butterfly. Okay, so this is another thing for fish butterfly. And look, that's very, very fluffy, freshly made Luchi is being served. Korashuti Kochuri. Oh, so these are Kochuri made with green peas. I'm not sure. Still wait. I think maybe there are a few more items to come. So from the kitchen, these trays are coming. So these are like very, very big king prawns. And then based on what kind of thali you ordered, they're going to give you the extra items. But the basic thali remain the same. Wow, this is looking grand. So we are almost ready to eat, and we have 4 thalis. I think there are a few more items to come.
Few more items still coming.
few more items still coming. But we are almost like 70-80% already being served. So we can start eating. Once I start eating, then I have to use my hand. So I can't actually hold the camera anymore. So I have to say whatever I need to say before I start eating. Ornima has just opened the paneer paturi and look at this. Inside the banana leaves, this is the pieces of paneer cooked in, I think, yogurt and few more spices. This is when we cook something in banana leaves or any other leaves, it's called paturi. It's a vetki fish and that's been paturi as well. So that's the same way they cooked it. And this is part of the fish thali that I ordered. Wow! Now the last item of the fish thali, I've got a Dak Chingri. So basically this is green coconut. You see, this is a green coconut, and this massive king prawn has been cooked inside that green coconut. So we called it green coconut in Bengali is dab, and chingri is the prawn, the king prawn cooked in green coconut. So that's why we called it Dak Chingri. Wow, so this is the completion of the items, or still there is something else to come? You don't think so? Okay. So I'll just finish off and then start eating. So I'll take a photo and we are ready to eat. Look at the plate and the table. I don't think we can finish like 50% of it. But it's very appetizing, smells very nice. Got another item which is another fish called chital, and they scrap the minced meat out of it and then make a bowl or any other shape like this and then curried it. So it's called Chital Macher Muitha. And I still have another item I'm waiting for, which is another fish called Pabda. It's a very, very delicious fish, and they made it with mustard and mustard oil. So that's Shorshe Pabda. Mustard in Bengali is Shorshe. So look at our table from one corner to another. What a wonderful sight this is. The final item of our menus are coming. This is the Pabda fish I was talking about. So that's the final item. Shorshe Pabda, or Pabda cooked in mustard oil and mustard marination. Wow, this is just fantastic. Look, all those items, just like nearly 50 items, are now almost done. So I have only very few items left. This coconut prawn, Dak Chingri, was just extraordinary. And look at my plate, it's nearly done. And look at others' plates, it's all done. So everything is done and dusted. So we thought it's going to be heavy and we won't be able to finish all of it. But it's not like that. I mean, all the recipes were just so good, so good. Not too heavy, it was fantastic. And we finished all of it. It was not quite heavy and the amount was just about right. And a little bit of rice and trying different recipes was just grand. While we were having this extraordinary royal lunch, the local artists started singing. So while it's everything almost done, they have given us some very nice date and tomato chutney, which is a very, very traditional chutney that we always have, almost like a side dish or a dessert. It has got cashew in it, half cashews, very nice, and sultanas. And chutney is always served with papadam or papur, we call it papur, very nice, crisp, very deep fried papur. So that's kind of like the end of the whole grand lunch that we have today. Well, I'm nearly done with all the eating, and look what we have now. We have a plate of sweets, Bengali sweets to finish with. So we have got, what we have got, Mishti Doi, Sandesh, and so we have got 3 different items. One is sweetened yogurt or Mishti Doi. We call it Mishti Doi or sweetened yogurt. This is special. This is Rosogolla. It's the famous Rosogolla of Kolkata, but this is winter time, so we have special kind of jaggery called Nolen Gur or new jaggery, and so the Rosogolla is made with that jaggery, so that's why it has got this caramelized color and the flavor and smell just divine. And we have got a kacha golla as well, ricotta ball, and which is made with new jaggery. So this kacha golla also has got this same smell. How are you having this lunch, Arunima?
Very nice. Too much.
Too much?
Yeah.
Too overdose. And how was your experience? Beautiful. We never had this before. This Rajbari's Bhog or a grand lunch. Oh, I'm having a wonderful time. And this sweet yogurt, this is one of my favorite. Our culture in Kolkata and in Bangla, sweet yogurt or Mishti Doi is like a lifeline. When you are sad, when you are happy, you always have Mishti Doi. So this is the sweet betel leaf. It's marked the end of your grand meal, and this betel leaves has got some spices in it, and it is very aromatic, and it helps you to digest all those grand food. So you put this in your mouth. This is extraordinary thing to finish your very rich heavy meal. Hope you enjoyed this extraordinary lunch and the tour of the Rajbari Bawali here today with us. Thank you very much for watching our travel videos and our experience around the world. Goodbye until the next video. I'm just walking up the main stairs, the central stage of the Dalan, and hopefully the view will be brilliant from here. This is just a fascinating architecture. We just loved every bit of it, and if you're visiting Kolkata, as I mentioned before, you should plan this, and you can have just a whole day here. If you don't want to stay here, you can come like 1.5 hour drive from main Kolkata, and then you can have extraordinary lunch that we just shared with you guys. What a grand lunch we had, and I had that sweet betel leaves, about 3 of them, 3 mishti pans, and I'm just fascinated with this place. And obviously, cost-wise, I think it costed us, including the tour and 4 thalis, it costed about 7,100 Indian rupees, which in Australian dollar about 130 or 140 Australian dollar. So it's not too expensive. I mean, in Indian standard, in Kolkata standard, it is expensive. But I mean, how many times you can try this? I mean, we never tried this before, and it has been a joyful experience. So there was an included tour with this package, like with lunch, but I'm just doing my own tour on my own terms because it's raining and it's not very convenient walking in this very slippery surface for my parents. So this is Jailkhana. This is a dungeon, or it's a prison house of this Rajbari. So let's go in and I'll show you what's inside. So I'm entering the Jailkhana or the dungeon. I think the Rajbari was the house of the local rulers, and they had a lot of activities, a lot of people they used to control and rule. And so basically this is where all the naughty prisoners were kept. But now these days, after this modern renovation, I was told that this dungeon or this prison house, Jailkhana as we call in Bengali, has been converted into restaurants and playhouse. So I think there is some board game that you can play, and you can sit and drink and eat. It's a very, very nice, different vibe altogether. But in history, it was a very, very bad place, very, very difficult place for many people. Very nice, very dark and decorative dungeon, 3Ds.
Na